Good morning, everybody. It is Hillary and Deb, and we've got a very special guest. We're here for the Ready, Set, Grow show every Wednesday at 10 Eastern, 11 Trinidad time, whatever time that is. And this morning, we've got a very special guest with us, Debbie Salmons. And we are talking about, you would have seen the title, How to Build a Laptop Lifestyle. And all month, we've been talking about opening the curtains a little bit and showing you a little bit about our back office, our community. And this aspect of our community is just, powerful. And we had to have one of the master coaches come on, master trainers of the challenge, come on and share not only her experience in the community, but the challenge and how powerful the challenge has been for all the entrepreneurs going through it. So without further ado, I want to introduce Debbie Salmons. Welcome and thank you for being here.
I am so excited and honored to be here. Really, I really am. Thank you, you guys. And you're doing amazing, amazing work. Really.
If you all can't tell how awesome this woman is just by her enthusiasm, we are tickled to have her.
Oh, I love you both. And listen, our vibe attracts our tribe. And you guys are great too. You have wonderful energy and great hearts. And look, I'm looking at the three of us and we got three bright smiles. What a great way to start a day.
Yes.
Right? So thank you again.
Definitely. So Debbie, just give our viewers, a little background about yourself and how this community, how you got into this community and how it's been just an amazing journey for you.
Absolutely. Thank you. I'm 58 years old, so there's a lot of story there, right? But I'll give you guys and your viewers the quick version. So I grew up in Massachusetts on a cranberry farm, and the cranberry farm's been in my family for over 100 years. And I had to do that, had to work when I was growing up, and I'm going to tell you, it's backbreaking. And as much as I love it, I still love it. I love nature. I love all of it. And I still am kind of a silent partner. I go back up to Massachusetts in harvest time. But I knew I wanted to do something different. So I went to college, became a psychologist, absolutely loved it, still love it. I love everything to do with our brain and what makes us tick, right? Because it's so interesting. But I don't know if you guys have ever felt this or thought about this, or if your viewers have, but I loved what I did. But I knew that there was something more. I was born with not liking to live on someone else's time schedule. Oh man, I just kick against that. I still do. I still kick against it. It's like, what? I have to be somewhere when? So I just started looking for something different that would expand out of there. So my first venture into entrepreneurship was a brick and mortar clothing store. And I did that for 5 straight years, and I won't go into it, but it was a big loss, a lot of money lost, but a lot of lessons learned at a young age on what to do and what not to do. And so that brought me into the career that actually changed my life, which for me was network marketing. And it was, how do I even say this? It was just a light to me when I was introduced to it. Because I'm like, are you kidding? You mean I can do what I want? I mean, it's tough work, but I controlled my schedule and I controlled when I did things. So that is the method and the business model that got me into the laptop lifestyle. And guys, what I was able to do, I have 2 sons, one who's already graduated college now and one that is in his 2nd year of college. I was able to completely live the laptop lifestyle because I worked from my phone when it got to that point. Before that, guys, it was doors, right? Visiting people's houses. But my sons, I had them do online school as well. So we literally could work and go to school from anywhere in the world.
Yes.
So that was pretty amazing. And so I retired at the age of 45. And we were just traveling, my husband and I, and taking our kids traveling. They were heading into college. It was wonderful. But a really dear friend of mine We've been friends for over 15 years. Jimmy Azell. We've always stayed friends. We travel together. And he brought to me this concept of this amazing entrepreneurial community. And I'm going to tell you guys honestly, clear transparency. I just said, okay, whatever, because I love Jimmy and he's my friend and I know where his heart is. I know where his core values are, right, guys?
Yes.
And so I didn't even need to know. So just so you guys know, my journey with Yep, I didn't even know. I just knew it was an entrepreneurial community, and it was with my friend and mentor and travel buddy Jimmy Azell. So that's the first part of the story.
That is amazing, but that speaks a lot, because a lot of people, they don't recognize that you go into business not because of the business but because of the people, and that says a lot about Jimmy. All right. Yes, I must say that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, because guys, I think you know this, and we talk about this in our challenge, the 5-day Yep to Freedom challenge that we have, which is so amazing. But we talk about this. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. And Hillary, like you just said, I mean, that is a perfect example. It just was a no-brainer. Okay, let's take a look. The great news is that as it evolved, and I'll hesitate and go backwards a little bit. We joined in. We didn't really get involved because we had recently had my dad pass away, and we weren't really fully ready to engage. My husband and I took care of my parents for 10 years. Last 4 years, 24/7 in their home. So we didn't have much contact, to be honest, with the outside world. So we needed to regroup and be able to kind of come back into life, if you want to say. But Deb, the amazing thing is that this community helped us to do that. Mm-hmm. So it was quite a few months before we kind of were loved back into life and processed back in and started to discover what the Young Entrepreneur Project really, really was about. And when we did, and when our eyes opened and the timing was right, oh, we just fell in love. And we said, we are out of retirement and we are on this train with other entrepreneurs. So we lost Hillary, I think.
She'll be back.
Okay, good. Is that her connection in Trinidad?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, and where do you want me to go with that, Deb, so that I can tell your friends?
Well, we had talked about you, how you had jumped in to Yep. What have you done in Yep?
Oh, I've done a lot. So Deb, I first of all, I want to tell you, and I want to tell your viewers that I have watched you grow tremendously in this community. Thank you. And really, I mean, Deb, that's what we all need to know. And we need to have that encouragement, and we need to have that outside vision looking in at us, because our vision is not always the kindest.
Yeah.
Right? Our vision of ourselves is not always true, honest, or kind. My husband says to me all the time, or used to, because I've gotten better. He used to say, Debbie, you would never speak to your friends the way you speak to yourself in your own head.
Good point.
And Deb, I think it was 20 years ago he said that to me, and I hear that in my head all the time. So what have I been able to do with the Young Entrepreneur Project? First of all, I kind of was reawakened, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. I was kind of in the next chapter of my life and thought I was kind of done, and not in a bad way. I was enjoying life,
right?
But it reawakened a passion that I didn't even know was still in me. And that was to really give back to other people. And I knew I liked to do that, but I think I didn't realize what I had to offer anymore in the entrepreneurial community, because I had kind of aged out during the process of learning all these electronics, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm there with you.
Yeah. So I thought, well, what do I have to share? Well, Deb, I've rediscovered I have a lot to share.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love it. And I love knowing that I can help people to condense time so that they can achieve things faster.
Yeah.
And we do this with our children, right? We want to help our children to kind of miss the potholes and the things in life or the mistakes that we make. And we
Right.
want to help them to succeed without doing that. So I realize I get to do that with people all over the world to hopefully inspire them to stay in the game, stay focused on their dream and their passion, and to avoid some of the pitfalls to do that.
Yeah. Being a mentor has helped me tremendously because I've been in network marketing for 11 years. Loved it. I'm a nurse by profession.
Yes.
And when network marketing came to me, I had always, even as a young mom, thought, how can I make a check, stay home and have a check? And I really, I guess, was in a realm that I didn't even know network marketing existed. And so I plugged along. I love nursing, giving to people, helping people. So when my network marketing came, it was just a natural. It's like, oh my gosh, this is how I stay home and bring a check. So yeah, I totally understand. But mentors are what helped me collapse my time because I also did not know much technology, but this much.
Right.
And so I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool now. So let's talk about a little bit of the challenge that we have, how awesome it is. But you are such a huge, big part of that. And you just pour onto us. And so talk a little bit about that, how the steps happened that you became a master trainer, or you were asked to be a master trainer, because your experience alone can help people. My experience can help people. But just talk a little bit about that, would you please?
Oh, absolutely. And yes, first of all, I want to say all of our experience, all of us, whether you're young, old, new, everyone's experience can help somebody else. So I want to say that first of all.
Mhm.
A little bit about it. So when we got involved in the community and really started, focusing on it, these opportunities start to present themselves because, as you said, in this community, we are a community of really mentors and coaches to one another,
Right.
right? And we all bring something to the table. Everyone. Some, have more success in one area than others.
Right.
And that's how you collaborate and you have a team, and that's how you condense time. So when we kind of grasped this and we were so excited to share it with other people, that just starts to begin to grow your team and your network, right? And so as you do that, for those of you that are familiar with network marketing, you kind of can go through ranks, right?
Yeah.
And so in our company, we want everybody to have a voice. And we allow people different ways to communicate and share so that everyone feels part of. But at a certain rank, you're given the opportunity to share some more of your skills and your expertise. Now, here's the exciting thing about the challenge, Deb, that I don't even know if I've ever shared with you or if you've heard me share it. But we were involved in the process of creating this challenge a little bit because I'm also on the advisory board. So we
Mhm.
started seeing, now I'm going to tell you, let's go right back to the technology. I didn't know what a challenge was. I didn't know what a funnel was. I didn't know what any of it was, but I learned by the people that did. And we've
Right.
got experts in our community that are learning. So as I started seeing, I thought, well, this is great. This challenge is going to be fantastic for entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship. And let me tell you, it is great for
Oh,
entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship. But here's what I realized, Deb. This challenge is for everyone. You don't
yeah.
even need to be an entrepreneur. You don't. If you've just got a job, which is a wonderful thing, by the way, jobs are great, have had them.
Yeah.
We will never put down jobs and working. It's honorable. But I discovered, oh my gosh, this challenge is for any human being that just wants something better in their life. And through this past year with COVID, I have almost felt guilty because I have been insulated by all of the negativity in the world because of being involved in this community, in this challenge.
Oh, yeah.
The challenge is fun. We have
Mhm.
fun. We have music. We have dancing. We're exciting. And then, yes, I love pouring into people, and every single one of the trainers did. But listen, when I was first asked to train on the first challenge, I was scared to death. Scared to death.
I can't even imagine that from you.
I know. And that's why I want to tell you and tell your audience, you can be scared, but just be courageous.
Yeah.
Because being courageous doesn't mean you're not afraid. Being courageous means you do it even if you're afraid. So although I was afraid in that first challenge, I knew that this was important, and I knew that I wanted to get my message across. And so you guys maybe couldn't see the nervousness, but we all were. And we still get butterflies. But you know what the butterflies are in the challenge now? Because it's growing. And I mean, everybody is hearing about our challenge, and it's really being considered one of the best out there. It truly is. I hold responsibility in my heart for everybody that comes and gives us even an hour of their time.
Mhm.
And I want to give them the utmost value, and I don't take it lightly. So every time I try to think of my words and give the most powerful words in the shortest amount of time to help people move forward. Hi, Hillary, we missed you.
Yeah, sorry. I had a grocery delivery coming.
Oh, it's all good. I thought maybe it was your internet. That's okay.
Yes, but thank you for just continuing.
Absolutely. Listen, this is what we learn as entrepreneurs. You just
Yes.
keep going. The show must go on.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
So I was telling Deb,
Mhm.
kind of about how I was involved in the process of the challenge and how it started,
yes.
and how you got there, and where it is now. And the amazing thing, guys, is we just keep pivoting and adding new trainers because we want to add more value. And so all of us are in this as a team and as a family. So we just go, put me in, coach, wherever you need me. You need me on Monday, put me in, coach. You need me Thursday, put me in, coach.
I love it. I love it. I love the energy. I just love it. Oh my goodness.
And that's what is so amazing about this community and this challenge is there's no egos.
Yeah.
We don't have egos. Why would, no. I'm good at this. Hillary's good at that. Debbie's good at this. Let's collaborate and let's help people.
Help people. Yes.
Yeah. I have never been in or around a community, a group of people, a lot of people that lift you up, especially in network marketing. That's kind of not the way. And so I saw it immediately, and it's just absolutely awesome. And the challenge, and people like you, Debbie, your energy and just being there.
Thank you.
It's just, I don't know.
It's a give and take, you guys. It's a give and take, because we respond to your energy. And that's one of the things that I think is so masterful in the way we do our challenges, is we feel like we're together, even though we've got yesterday, I don't know, 250 people on a Zoom, but we feel each other's energy through that screen.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that with the very first challenge, maybe that was why I was a little nervous as well. I didn't know how that was going to play, right? When I've spoken before, it's actually been live with audiences, and you're right there and you can see them. Well, it amazingly translates well. It really, really does. And that's the important thing, is that we can feel the energy.
Mhm.
And that just brings me to, again, to circle back to who this challenge is for. And the reason that I believe it's for everyone and not just entrepreneurs is because we're so isolated. Okay. Number one, if you're an entrepreneur, you're often isolated anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now we've just lived
definitely.
through a year of COVID where we're even more isolated. We've seen the depression numbers skyrocket.
Mhm.
We've seen suicides skyrocket, right? We're seeing all of that sad part of it, because as human beings, we need connection. Even the shyest and the most introverted of us,
Right.
we need human connections, right?
We're social beings.
Yeah.
We're
We
social.
say-
And so that's why this challenge is so amazing. And that's why I'm seeing personally the responses of people that have they just need a community. And it's like the added benefit is, oh, I can learn to build a business as well. But many people are here, you guys, for that love, support, and
Yeah.
energy that we're giving to each other.
community.
So
Yeah.
we're changing people's lives on every level. Hillary, you and Debbie are
Yeah.
changing people's lives on every level, right?
Well, thank you,
Understand that.
thank
It's
you.
not just us that are speaking. You're speaking this way to your audience. You're here to help them change their lives. So
Yeah.
I love you both for that as well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie. And well, I am so sorry I missed a big chunk of it, but I'll go back and watch the replay. So if you did miss, so telling my viewers too, if you did miss, go back and watch the replay. Drop a hashtag replay. But this has been amazing. Thank you so much. And
You are so welcome.
definitely the challenge. There's the live challenge going on this week, but you could always register for the upcoming challenges, if you're watching this a month from now, and go to the Deb and I will share that information for you, and you can always go and register for the challenge. All right. So
Yes. Can I add one thing to that, Hillary? Because
Yes.
that's so important. Here's the other amazing thing. When you register for a challenge, and we house all of that in a private Facebook group so that people feel safe and comfortable. Sorry about my dogs. But once you've registered, you can come back to any challenge you want. This is our 10th challenge. We've got people that have come 10 times, and every time they come, they're as excited and as happy, and they get another nugget. And the reason is because every day we wake up, we're a little bit different. Hopefully we've grown a little bit. So every time you come back, you're a little bit different. So you hear something different.
Yeah.
So I hope your audience just knows that, even if the timing isn't right now, like you said, Hillary, it's live, but it's recorded. So you can watch it at your own leisure. My only encouragement is, if you do that, participate. Do the little mini homework assignments that we give you. They're easy, and we love you to do them. So
and they're safe. They're safe.
And it's safe.
in the community. So it's not like broadcast all over the world.
No.
But I have to put in a little thing for my viewers. Remember, if you watch this replay, #replay, there is a gift involved.
Yes.
We love gifts.
We're sending gifts. Gifts. All right.
Thank you so
have a great
much,
day, and thank you, Debbie, for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
And we'll see you next week. Next week, we're going to be talking about the private mastermind. Just dropping that there for you. The private mastermind. Okay, have a great one, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.